Hi guys, welcome to your November 2021 reading. As you guys know, these readings are absolutely timeless and absolutely signless. So you can watch this at any given time, and as long as it resonates, it's for you. You don't have to have any particular sign either. And I'm setting the intention for this to be for November 2021. But let's jump in and see what's up. Okay, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or a live energy healing session via Zoom, dear God, Zoom, just go ahead and look for my Etsy link. Okay. Whoa, here it is. Thought I saw the card earlier. It was not the card. All right, November. I am dying to see what Spirit has for November because October, no fun. September, no fun. August, trying to forget it, no fun. Okay. Authenticity at the bottom of the deck. 1 minute, 11 seconds. God bless. Let's go ahead and check here for some transformational energies as well. Definitely getting a used car salesman energy. Some of you guys will be going through a repeated cycle. Not everybody, but for some of you, repeated cycle. Definitely liking the energies on this card though. Okay, so what I'm seeing for the month of November, Spirit is saying that the month of November is designed to be a fresh new start. It's designed to be a fresh new start for a lot of you. I'm talking a full new set of tires. I'm talking a new jump rope. I don't know who that's for, but I'm getting a new jump rope. I'm getting string beans. I'm getting all sorts of, green t-shirts. Like, where are these symbols coming from? These are for specific people or groups of people, but records, getting your records clean. And when I hear records, I don't just mean like, it could mean whatever it is for you guys, but I'm getting records like Akashic records, like your records, right? So 2 minutes and 22 seconds, whatever is happening for you, it's a time for a fresh start, is what Spirit is saying. But I'm getting that not everybody is going to be necessarily having that fresh start, because some of you will be continuing on some themes that you've been working on for quite some time, is what they're saying. So even though November is designed to give you fresh new energy, some people will have to repeat some cycles. Some people will, and for some of you who do need to repeat these cycles, you will be repeating it with new people, is what I'm getting. I don't necessarily see a repetition with the same person, place, thing, or situation. You may recycle it with another person, place, thing, or situation. For a lot of you guys also, in general, this is going to be about moving closer to your parents, particularly a motherly energy or a grandmotherly energy. For some of you guys as well, obviously fatherly energies, grandfatherly energies, but it's about coming back to the home space in terms of parents, is what I'm getting. Makes total sense because November is filled with Thanksgiving, but energetically speaking, 3 minutes 33 seconds, there's going to be a coming together. Now Spirit is saying what you do with that coming together is really up to you. You can choose to end it in terms of having a reconciliation, or you can choose to move into that space and kind of blow it up with anger or just whatnot. I also see some of you kind of coming in, not really making as much effort and not really getting anywhere with your parents once again. Now, for some of you, God bless, your parents may no longer be on this earthly plane, but it doesn't mean that you won't be revisiting themes related to your parents, okay? So that's what I'm getting so far. Let's take a look at the cards that have actually, fallen. Oh, again, I keep getting this, this is the second time with that card that slipped. Yeah, let me feel what that energy is. It's the second time I'm feeling it in this reading. It could be, yeah, the repeated, it's like a false start happened, and then the second time it's like, oh, oops, again, right? So there's a little bit of of a red hair. That's it, a red herring kind of energy. 4 minutes 44 seconds. Interesting. They keep showing me 111, 222, 333. Then we just saw 444. So I'm getting a lot of extra chances. I do see Saturnian energies making their way around here. The Saturnian energies are moving like this. It's like I'm seeing it here, Saturn, right? My third eye is using that. It's moving around the chessboard. So regardless of what's going on in your life, Saturn is on our heels. Please think of it like a vacuum. Think of it like a vacuum, or some of you would say, a Hoover, right? If you're from across the pond, a Hoover. And they're also giving a little nod to Hoovers in J. Edgar Hoover, because guess what? The way Saturn's been moving for a lot of us recently, it's been about looking under the rugs, it's looking into our affairs, it's everything. You may remember that in October, some of the energies that came through talked about a karmic audit, right? So just know that you need to dot your I's and cross your T's in the month of November, just as much as you did in October, although I do feel that the heat is not as on as it was in October, right? Wow, the heat was something. But we are in the season of Scorpio right now, properly in the season of Scorpio. And Saturn would just love to get its hands on those inner secrets, those hidden things, those parts of us that are going to be brought to light. All right, so just dot your I's and cross your T's. All right. Whew. Yeah, there's also an energy of wanting to do the a few words came to mind. I was going to say wanting to do the impossible, but Spirit put the word wanting to do the incapable, right? In the month of November, but they're giving you a hand at it. So take a look here. It's almost like you want to throw this arrow through that little hole there. But it's like, what? How? But here's Spirit, like here's a ring you can put it through, right? And so please know that no matter where you find yourself in November, be you 7 minutes, 7 seconds, geez, be it about feeling good about yourself or feeling not so good about yourself, Spirit is giving you a leg up. They're also showing that they understand that for a lot of you, you may be feeling a little bit fragile coming out of the month of October, because there were some towers that hit. And these towers that hit were not just regular towers that, well, they hit. They were information bearing towers. So what that would have manifested for you as in October would simply be, for example, things coming to light where information was just put out into the public, or being pulled up and the receipts being placed in front of you, right? So information was a major aspect of the month of October. And I really wonder if any of you guys had to give apologies, or if you actually received any apologies, because remember that was a theme for the month of October as well. If you don't remember what came through for the month of October, just head, you know what, I'll see if I can, I'll put it towards the end of this video, at the end of this video, when the video suggestion comes up. I'll make it October's monthly reading and go back and take a look and see how it was for you, okay? Anyway, so let's see what else. I do have to be honest, in November, I do feel this energy. It feels a little bit split. On the one hand, it feels like being watched, almost like if you have an older brother or some type of sibling watching you, right? This person, it doesn't seem necessarily to be the happiest person, but they're watching you. You see that little eyeball? They're watching you. It's not in a malicious way. It's not in a negative way. It's somebody who's watching you. But there's also a sense of moroseness to this person that has nothing to do with you, is what I'm getting. At the same time, here you are gleaming happily for a lot of you. And I do see that for a lot of you, the happy gleaming does not mean that you haven't had your fair share of things falling down. Because here we have the tower. Here's you happily gleaming off to the side. But it's because you've come to a place where you are able to accept what is. You're able to accept when the things are falling apart. You're able to accept the news about yourself that you didn't want to necessarily hear. And this is progress, because October was very humbling for a lot of people. August, September, October, humbling months this year. Very, very humbling. And I think that you got it. I think a lot of you have got it. At this point, you're just like, what's the next wave? Where's the next tidal wave coming from? And you're learning to smile through it. Why? Because you're learning to protect yourself along this point. And what does that manifested energy of learning to protect yourself through the storm look like? It looks simply like learning to be in the present moment. Understanding that, yes, things are falling apart around you. In other words, things are restructuring. Yes, it hurts. Yes, you have that meeting tomorrow that you're terrified of. Yes, you have the doctor's appointment that you're terrified of. Yes, this person doesn't like you and you don't know why. And yes, you've got these emotions. But in this present moment, there is liberation and there's protection, because like I was telling someone earlier, what's going to hurt you right now? You're literally having a shower. All these thoughts in your mind, they have nothing to do with the present moment that you're in. Your boss isn't in the shower with you in that moment. And if so, then maybe okay. But I doubt for most of you. And so that's what Spirit is trying to teach you. Be the peace. What do they say? Be the bamboo that sways in the wind but never breaks. That's what you're learning. And that's something that is it's a soft skill that is so useful in life. And that's why, as I looked at 11 minutes, 22 seconds, that's why you're smiling, even though you're here with the Tower moment, the Tower card, right? So there's a little bit of a sense of mastery. I also see that whoever this other person is, family member, whatever it is, for some of you, it is a boss, younger male. For some of you, whoever this is that is watching you is like overseeing. For some of you, it's overseeing. For some of you, it's seeing your process. They're looking at your process. This person does not feel happy within themselves, again, because of something they're going through that feels long-term. Maybe they don't like their job. Maybe they've got stuff going on in the background that you wouldn't know about. There's stuff there that's making them morose. But they're overseeing your process and they're looking at how you're doing things. You may not know that they're watching you per se, but they are watching you. And I don't feel that this is a malicious energy. I don't feel this is a disruptive energy. It's not. You've got all these things on your mind going on. They're watching you. And you at the same time are just in your own world, focusing on you. And I think that's the way it should be, right? But they're highlighting that for some reason. Now it's interesting because this person is not the only one watching you. I've got someone else watching you. But this person feels very disconnected. There's a disconnect in terms of what's going on in their life. It's almost like here they are watching you, but they're disconnected from wherever they are also. And yeah, that's the best I can say. There's a sense of disconnection. Ooh, what was this? Yeah, Eight of Swords. Interesting. Let's look at that. When I pull the Eight of Swords energy, Eight of Swords, for those of you who don't know, is like that obsessive thoughts. It's a poor perspective, a poor perception, low perception, trapped energies, imprisoned thinking. It's the overthinking. It's the worrying. It's the this and that, right? It's not quite the Nine of Swords where there's this energy of crying in the car, crying in the shower, like, right? It's the Eight of Swords where Spirit's like, you just need to change that mindset. Change the mindset. And that's why we've got this, see how they're nicely lined up? That's why we've got this Tower moment here. That it's like, the Tower came for this aspect of you. The Tower came for these parts of you that needed to be culled. October was a culling. It was the culling season in October. Tears, laughter that turns softly to tears, right? But you see what I'm getting here for you is you're like, I remember when I was like that. Oh, look at that. I remember when I was like that, but I'm not really like that anymore. Yeah, you've mastered something there. Okay? Interesting. King of Coins. What is that? King of Coins looks like another... There's a Ten of Swords. Yeah, there we go. Huh. Knight of Wands. Okay, let's in reverse. Let's put you there for a second. Okay. Phoenix energy coming from there. I want to address this, but it's pulling me back. Okay. Let's go with the King of Coins. The King of Coins seems like an alternate route, okay? So let's look there. While I pull some cards for the King of Coins, let's talk about the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is the as yet unseen. Oh, no, excuse me. This is Knight of Wands reversed, but please don't read it traditionally, guys, because I'm reading the energy, okay? So unless it stands out to you traditionally, 15 minutes, 15 seconds, then that's for you. But what I'm reading this Knight of Wands in reverse as here for you is it's the as yet unseen and unrecognized Phoenix rising, okay? So you are having a rebirth for sure. And you guys know Scorpio is the Phoenix, right? But it's not quite yet here yet. I'm getting, for some of you guys, it's going to be March. March is when you're going to rise from the ashes is what I'm getting. And it'll be with Saturn's blessing is what I'm seeing, right? But for right now, please know that these energies are short. If you just keep on the path. Spirit is showing this card here. This is the major truth card. They're confirming that energy. Thank you, Spirit. Followed by the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So yes, around March, a lot of you guys are going to be having some openings for yourself. Oops. Around March. And when I say openings, I'm getting a job change for some of you, to be honest. But also it's just like an opening up of the energy. Imagine right now you're inside of this flower and there's so much is going on inside of that flower. And it's gradually growing. And then finally in March, it opens up and the tension is gone. It's like, poof, and it's freedom. That's what I'm getting from that. But it's not quite yet. You might still be feeling some pressure cooker energies. All right. So let's look at this King of Coins. Ha! Sure, let's go for all those cards. At the bottom of the deck, we've got Two of Cups. I was feeling a little bit of connection-based things. Okay. Something, ouch, that hurt. Ouch, that really hurt. It was like hot for a second. Something's been put on the back burner. Some of you have been placed on hiatus is what I'm getting. This is I can't even move my hand right now, the energy that's flowing through it. This has something to do with an energy that expressed itself in, what did I say? Just quite a few words. More than a modernistic way. More than a lunatistic, that's literally what they said, way. This was an energy that came in, short-circuited, and was put on the back burner, quite simply put. And hold on, I don't know, they're doing something energetically, okay? So let's see what they're doing. I'm getting some suturing in the sacral. It almost looks a little bit like an incision. You know how one would look if they had a small incision made for a procedure, yeah, in the sacral area. Yeah, so for example, small incision, hysterectomy, what's the word? Sorry. This is real time, guys, real time channeling. What's the word? The word is C-section, for example. Okay. That's that. All of these mean something to somebody, but hold on, almost done. And just like that, they're removing. Okay, they're removing it. So some of you, like I just saw that as they're done, they removed the thread even. So some of you have already, thank you, Spirit, had this procedure done. This is a formal disconnection. This is a formal goodbye. Some of you have been asked to release somebody. If not all, this feels like it's already happened in October or some earlier month. But it could be November as well. For some of you, you're going to be asked 19 minutes, 19 seconds in the month of October to release somebody. So you see the energies already being put in place. It's almost like they've been extracted, right? So some energies being extracted. I do see the Three of Cups here. Now, so first of all, some of you are like, oh, reconciliation. We're not being shown. The High Priestess is like, don't even ask. Don't even ask, right? Don't even ask. But what else is not being shown? Let's gently move her to the side. We saw all those cards that fell. Got the King of Swords. Lots of swords energy. King of Swords at the bottom here. We've got the Six of Swords and we've got the Knight of Swords. You're moving on. You're moving on. If you haven't already, you're in the process of doing it. And if you're not in the process of doing it, it's going to be, you will be in the month of November or whenever you're watching this. You're moving on, but you're being forced to move on is what I'm getting. You see this Knight of Swords? Yeah, we talk about the Knight of Swords in terms of, fast moving energy, a messenger, right? But here in this case, it's representing somebody. It could be somebody or something that came in fast. Look at him checking out her butt, right? Look, you guys do you, but this is what they're showing me. Something that had its eye on you, but now it's like you're in this boat of moving forward, right? All of you are moving forward for the better, but you see, you can't even turn back if you wanted to, because take a look here at this sword. Whose sword is that? The King of Swords. This is spirit. This is divine. This is the divine. So you might as well be in this boat by yourself. Let's just put it that way. You try to turn back around and look at this person, of course they'd be happy, or this influence, job, whatever. Of course they'd love to reconnect. I mean, why not, right? But no, you've got this big sword. Look at them. Maybe there's something they would like to look back at, but there's a sword for them too, right? I'm also seeing that whoever this is incapable of seeing your light. They're not capable. This is their helmet. Look at the light shining there, but it's not penetrating. So whoever this is, Spirit may have asked you to take a step back, or will be asking you to take a step back from somebody. I do see the Three of Cups. I know some of you are like, third party. Look, everybody's situation is different. But what I'm seeing here is that you were moving to a tune that was keeping you in this situation here, right? But the tune, what is the tune? Was it one that you did for yourself? I looked up, it was 22 minutes and 2 seconds. Was it one that you created for yourself? At the end of the day, we're only creating our own tunes. 22 minutes, 11 seconds, right? In other words, did you project onto this situation? I do see a King of Coins here representing, could possibly representing whoever this person, place, thing, or situation is, right? But they're removed now. There was a time when there could have been something, right? But I do feel that the energies were not strong enough to support. Now, when I say not strong enough, because Spirit was like, hey, yeah, look, they're even stopping me. They're like, we don't even want to talk about this anymore. We done, right? Look at this card wants to come up. Come on there, boom. But we're still going to be able to see this person. So maybe this person may still be in your life, right? They're looking right at you. I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for your side of the wand, because you guys know I like to, this is how I am. I'm like a dog with a bone. I need to, we can't just leave off like that. Spirit is like, nope, you're done. Goodbye. You're done. They don't realize we need closure sometimes. Spirit, we need closure. But they're saying there's a reason why there's no closure to what you want. Some of you may have been involved in a third-party situation. Some of you may have been barking up a tree you shouldn't have been barking up in the first place. Some of you may be dealing with somebody. There you are as the You see, this is my thing. This is what I get annoyed with personally, but I'll let you know what I get annoyed with in a second. But the point is, Spirit is like, if you look at the receipts, this shouldn't have come to pass. No, I don't want to say that. But yes, I do. This shouldn't have come to pass in the first place. For example, maybe this person has some deep issues, and they shouldn't even be on the market as far as with you for whatever reason, right? So there's a sense that, hey, this should have been like a, no, we're not gonna date, or no, we're not gonna get into this situation. It should have been obvious, or for whatever reason. Maybe they're married, maybe they're whatever, but yet you still went there. And so you want the nice little package of releasing it, and having the talk, and be both of you gently going your separate ways, but still, but Spirit is like, no, we're done here. But look, you may still see this person. You may still maybe interact. This person's on a balcony, right? So over here, but they're looking dead at you. And look at their wand and they got whatever they needed, right? On your side of this Two of Wands, we've got the Tower. Yeah? Oh, and a Four of Cups. I did not even know that. The Tower and a Four of Cups. Interesting. So the Four of Cups talks about discontent. It talks about unsettled energies. It talks about being given something by the divine and not wanting to take it. I know some of you guys are like, oh, but maybe they're saying we should get back together with this person, and you would know if that's the case. But what I'm seeing here is you're surrounded by all this green because you'd love to be here with that person, place, thing, or situation. But Spirit is like, no, we want you to look at something else. Here's the Tower card that brought a lot of this Cups energy down. So the Tower is now sliding up. It's sidling up next to this person now. Oh, that's a show of force. Ouch. All right. So Spirit is saying there was some love that you were feeling. And look at this, because you're vibing as the Queen of Coins. Male, female, gender, non-conforming. A compliment to this King of Coins. So it's understandable that there would be connection. Friction, if you will. You know, we know friction ain't bad all the time. I'm just saying. But look at this. Yeah, it's on the Destiny card. There's destiny. There was great learning that came from this. But you were seeing this situation. Look at the Tower card just edging closer. Geez, okay, God, we get the message. We get the message. Give the man some breathing room. But you know, you there was great learning to come from that. You may have had these ideas that had love. You know, notice that all these swords, where are the cups? The only cups here is the Three of Cups and then the Four of Cups. I mean, it doesn't count, right? Spirit is saying all that stuff is being, not to say thrown away, but dismantled. This attention to this person, place, thing, or situation. Oh yeah, there is the Two of Cups. Thanks for pointing that out, Spirit. They're like, we saw you. We know you guys liked each other. Yeah. It's a harmonic resonance from the past. This is karmic. Straight up karmic. But we love our karms. We love our karms. Right? They bring us there. It's this passion. It's so good. But look at this awareness that's been built. It's pure awareness. And now that your light is shining in the brain, now that you get it, you know, Spirit is like, well, we're just gonna say goodbye to this person, but it's a show of force because Spirit is like, don't you step past that line because we're about to push you. Why? Remember back in October, the October reading, Spirit was like, somebody's going to try to come back in, but they're going to be batted away because you're in the middle of a process, right? 27 minutes, 27 seconds when I started with that message right now. So this is you in that process. This is you having had an awareness. This is them batting this person, place, thing, or situation away. Now, I do see the Queen of Wands. Wow, why did I say Queen of Wands? Yeah, I was going to say the Three of Wands, but Queen of Wands. Aw. I did also just see the Three of Swords. Ace of Swords. Yeah, see how I love how they just pull all these cards in. We don't even need to shuffle. They're saying, yes, they acknowledge that there is going to be a lot of sadness, or there is a lot of sadness, or there has been a lot of sadness because of a message that was received. Most likely this, about the separation. We see the authenticity. Wow, I love how it just pushed its way back open again. They're acknowledging, fine, we'll give him some breathing room. Hey, we see you, boo. Oh, we see that shadow there too. This person may be with someone else is what I'm getting. Whoever this is, 28 minutes, 28 seconds. Listen, guys, Spirit is saying that, that could have been the message right there that brought you sadness, okay? But either way, Spirit is saying they acknowledge it, but they want you to get back on the hobby horse with that Queen of Wands energy. Look at the Devil card coming out. Let's look at that. Guys, November. No, look at this. November energies were looking really good, and they still are. But you notice how when Spirit starts talking about this energy, all these energies start coming up again. They're trying to close the door. We've got this waiting energy. We've got all sorts. We've got the Devil coming back out. So Four of Swords, rest, right? Some of you, you may not be able to get rid of this full-on obsessive energy, this full-on attraction to whoever this is or whatever this is, but you can give it a rest, Spirit is saying. And you can take it one step at a time, focus on who you are, move forward. A lot of times we are separated from our karmic partners, not because we no longer love them, but because we come to a realization that it's not able to be sustainable. Now, I am gonna be honest. Look at these cards. The devil energy comes out. Temporary rest of the devil energy. Death card in reverse. Things not changing. Four of coins, holding on to something. So whoever, whatever this is, this person is giving you your wish fulfillment. The question here in the month of November that you're going to have to talk to yourself is this. Why am I wishing for someone who is not in alignment with my highest good? That's your homework for the month of November. For some of you, again, didn't we start this reading that way? Where they were talking about, for some of you, there's going to be a returning, there's going to be a recycling of a same energy. Please watch that. What is this Wands card sticking out? The Nine of Wands. Wow, I said Nine of Swords. Yeah, that Nine of Swords, crying in the car, crying in the shower, sadness, weight of the world on your shoulders. That stuff has to, play out so that you can get to this place of letting it go, surrendering. Now, a lot of you, I do see surrender in the month of November, but here again, what are you surrendering to? Where's your wish fulfillment? The dragon that you feed is the one that lives. Always remember that. And that's a message that's coming out in the month of November very clearly so far. You have to make a choice. So you're going to have surrendering energies. You're going to have wish fulfillment. The question is, what are you wishing for? And I understand that it's difficult because look, I see it. I see this. This is a match. This is a match. But you have to draw upon your awareness. And I'm talking to those who are going to be struggling with this. Not all of you will be struggling with this resurgence. Of a person, place, thing, or situation. It's showing as a Two of Cups, but this Two of Cups need not be an actual person. It can be an addiction. It can be, an opportunity that comes back around that just, is not in your highest good. You're just going to have to make a choice, guides. I love how he said guides. Yeah, guys, all of you. Guides, whoever you are, if this reading is for you, you're going to have to make a choice. All right, let's throw a surrender card in the mix. Let's throw them all in the mix. Just kidding, no. Help us out. There it is. Surrender to shock and awe. Surrender to non-action. Wow, interesting. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Surrender to wonder and awe. Look at this, but as I'm saying this, look at this. This is your choice. You will be facing the resurgence of temptations, guys, whoever you are. And it could be food, it could be a person, it could be whatever, but I just do want to point out that card that rolled out. There's a Two of Cups. You can choose, look at this right here, and look how she's looking. She's just looking off to the side. You can choose this unhealthy relationship, or you can choose to let it go. Look at that. Look at that. I said, look at doubt. I meant to say, look at that, but Spirit is, we're channeling together. Look at that. There's a lot of doubt here. So watch your thoughts in the month of November. October was about watching your speech, watching, your expression. November is about watching your thoughts, because your thoughts and your emotions, I almost said my dears, my guides, my friends, all of you, your emotions and your thoughts are going to inform. I'm going to say it again. Your thoughts and your emotions, and one more time, your thoughts and your emotions are going to inform your view of this situation. And that in turn will inform the choice you make. Okay? So that's all I'm going to say on that. Unless Spirit adds more, of course. So far, a major theme that is revealing itself in the month of November is that you will have to make a choice. You will be triggered. You will be triggered by a person, place, thing, or situation that understandably you feel drawn to. I mean, like, of all the cards, what is it, 78 cards, 2 of them come out as a match. 34 minutes, 45 seconds, 3, 4, 5, right? You're going to make this progress, but it's a month of healing, but you've got to choose. You've got to choose. All right, thanks, Spirit. Let's go ahead and pull some of these cards. Let's move these cards. Thank you, cards, for lending your paper bodies. Ooh, and then we'll get these cards too. These are nice. Oh, let's get these cards too. Oh my god. Oh wait, no, didn't I just clear those cards? Okay, we're doing it again. We're just one. Thank you. Thank you. The one to rule them all at the bottom of the deck. Flowers. Fickle. Guys, watch the fickle energies. The romance, just saying. Oh God, the holidays, guys. Oof. We love the holidays, but Lord have mercy on our beating hearts. No one wants to be alone for the holidays. But trust me, you don't want to work the rest of the days after the holidays trying to come to terms with some choices you made over the holidays. For someone I just heard, it's unavoidable. I know. Yeah, this card wants to go right here. Thank you. Oh, I love these cards, the Akashic records. Oof, Akashic Tarot. Huh. Finally, or some responsible energies. I don't know what that is, but it's coming through as a number 5. Responsible energies. Who's this? King of Forces. Archangel Raphael. What? Intricacies. Okay. Master Artisan. Huh. Oh, what's this? Decision. We're talking about decisions, right? Look at this, guys. And it looks like a heart. Guys. McFly. Don't say you weren't warned. Okay? Somebody is trying. Look, don't say you weren't warned. Look at, oh my God, why? What is going on? King and Queen again. At this point, I'm just like, why don't you guys just get together? Just get together. I'm feeling that, some of you guys are going to return. Guys, don't do it. You know what it feels like? It feels like just giving into your passion and just renting a hotel room for the whole weekend and just, and then after, like, So I'm just saying, look at this guy trying to still get in here. Sir, this is a closed course. King of Scrolls. Wow. Interesting. Let's take a look here. Yes, so some of you are going to be getting an offer to build once again. Look at this. This 7 of Scrolls, intricacies and industries, are giving me 3 of Pentacles vibes, okay? So some of you are going to be invited once again into something that has something to do with the heart space in the month of November or whenever you're watching, if this is for you. I'm also getting April is another time, so some of you may actually be watching this for the first time around April. God bless. I'm also getting April as a name. Is that for somebody? Either way, if you're wondering if whoever this is has changed his tune, him, her, male, female, gender non-conforming, the short answer is no. It's all right here. Spirit is like, here's your evidence. Look at you, super cute in the Akashic records, literally in the library. All these books, Spirit's like, go ahead, study it up. You shall arrive at the answer of no. You shall arrive at the answer of no. Here's a wisdom energy. Spirit is saying no, 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 no. I hate to like beat a dead horse, because look, guys, you know, I'm standing here, it's almost 40 minutes and I want to get on to another message, but Spirit is saying this is the message. Right under this beautiful rose quartz moon. I love it. They're saying they don't care if the moon is bright. If you know, it's amore, right? They don't care. It's the same thing. So you're not making a decision off of any new situation. It's the old same thing. Now, for some of you, you may be recycled in a brand new person altogether, but it's the same thing. Now, I really get that this is not for everybody, because as you guys know, in the beginning of this reading, they were saying that in the month of November, it's a fresh new start for everybody. But for some people, you know, you're really doing your fresh new start, yeah. But for others, you're gonna get stuck in another cycle again. So they're like literally arming you with the energies. Make sure that you tune in for the weekly energies, guys. I'll try to put those out a few days ahead of time, just so that you can, you know, get ready, because whoever or whatever this situation is just coming right back around. And we see that you're still vibing as a couple. You're still vibing, in other words, as a vibrational match to whatever this person, place, thing, or situation is. But notice again, you have two options. The option is pretty simple. Are you going to go with the devil that you know? Or are you going to embrace the new beginning and really try for something new? I do see that that's really going to be a challenge for a lot of you. Whatever that card is, we're going to go ahead. Ooh, you too? All right. All right, this time. This time, buddy. Do I want that one? All right, you too. Okay. Wow, all these cards. Okay, look, we'll see which ones want to come through. So funny. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah. This energy is be careful, okay? In the month of November, be a little careful. We do have some scorpionic energies as well, as we know, right? We also have Sagittarian energies, 41 minutes, 41 seconds in the month of November. What I'm getting in particular is to watch the likelihood, watch the energies. There's a latent propensity this month to thinking you've got it made. Look at him. Yeah, all's well. Made the right decision, I did. Yep, that's me. Look at that balcony guy. Here you are on the balcony, possibly on that person's balcony, who knows, thinking you've done it all, you got it well. Watch the false sense of security. November is going to be a month to stay vigilant. And the reason why is because we're going to be dealing with energies that are inside, self-sabotage, shadow energies. Don't blame me. I'm just a messenger. You know, we're in the season of Scorpio. That's what they do. It's underworld energies. It's the time to look into the psyche. This is the time to do the shadow work, right? So this is your chance to make a difference within your own energy. But you got to be careful, because if you may get into a false sense of security because you haven't noted that your lens is not as clear as possible. Why? Because you didn't do some inner work, or there's something on the inside that you're choosing not to see. And in fact, take a look at this. Change your focus, right? Change your focus. Let's look at this. Stand your ground. Control. Yes, control. Control that psyche. Look on the inside. Why am I pining after a job that doesn't pay me well? I don't feel secure. I don't even get a parking spot. I hate going there. Why am I signing up for this again? Why am I attracted to this guy? He's got a girlfriend. You know, he clearly wants me, but he's got a girlfriend. Look how he treats her. Why am I okay with that? These are the questions you have to ask yourself, right? Stand your ground. Yes, make a decision, but watch how you're approaching that. Are you being stubborn and holding on to a position that you know is not good for you? You know it's not good for you. It's okay if you get to this point where you're like, yeah, but it's hard for me to change. Yes, you're acknowledging that. But don't get into this denial state and you're like, yeah, but he's going to come around, or I'm going to love this job sooner or later. Like, no, that's not the time to stand your ground. To stand your ground is about first finding out what's best for you and then digging your heels into whatever that is. Make the plan to make the decision that is in your highest interest. You have to change your focus. But if you don't even know what your lens looks like on the inside because you haven't done the inner work, you're just going to run the likelihood of getting into a false sense of security, thinking you've done the work, thinking your things are good, but you're falling right back into some patterns because you haven't taken a look. Now take a look here. If you do the work, right? Look at the balance. This is one of my favorite cards, if not my favorite card in this deck. It's beautiful. It's balancing the self, balancing need and want, balancing your will and your emotion, balancing your male and your female, right? It's balance. Your earth and your air, your fire and your water, all of it. I'm just seeing balance. There's the success. But they acknowledge that sometimes it can lead to heartache and loss. 45 minutes, 45 seconds. Why? Because, well, look at this. This is a vibrational match. You're vibing with somebody or something. And so it's understandable that if you have to, for your own highest good, separate from that person or that thing, of course it's going to be it's going to be painful. And I'm willing to bet that if it's a person, that this is a karmic partner that you've had to do the same thing in the past with. But what if I told you that you were designed to transcend the relationship? What if staying with that person or choosing that opportunity or that situation all over again, whether it's with the same person or someone else or same thing or something else, what if I told you that choosing that cycle again is actually not where your soul wanted you to go? What if the passing rate, let's put it that way, 46 minutes, 46 seconds, what if the pass would be to choose to walk away? Some relationships and some situations are designed to be let go. And that is the mark of a passing score. It's not fun to hear that, right? Of course it brings heartache and loss, but please know that that's where the mastery comes in. Look at this. Look at your teacher teaching you this. This is you replacing this person. That's you. Your teacher is saying sometimes we have to say no, not because it's what we want to do, but because it's what's best for us. But the good thing about Spirit is they never leave you empty-handed. Right? Now you're like, whatever, right? And trust me, if anyone's going to be like, whatever, it's going to be me. But even I have to acknowledge they don't. A lot of times they give us closure in some way. They give us the closure we need in some way. But we've got to, agree to do what's in our highest good. Shadow, yes. And this is what underlies it all. In the month of November, too, this is what underlies it all. We think, and if you take nothing away from this reading today, take this. We think that Spirit is asking us to get rid of the people and the places and the things and the situation. Technically, they're not. What they're technically asking us to do is to clean up the energy, the shadow energy, the low vibe within us. It's not about anything outside of us. They're just asking us to clean up that energetic template, that issue. Once we clean that up, all of the people, places, things, and situations that were able to build upon that energetic template, they no longer have anything to hold on to. And that's why they fall out of our lives. And so that's why, my dears, whenever you're choosing your balance, it's considered a success. But that's why it can also bring us pain, because we're stuck in love and in attachment to what was more in line with our shadow. So as these shadows fall away, what happens is the heartache is left. But even that starts to move out of our energy and our experience once we start to really experience the new manifestations that come along the lines of that light that we're moving towards, right? Sometimes I'm like, can you hurry it up though, God? Can we get the good stuff rolling in? All right, so Spirit, what else do we need to know for the month of November? Aside from make the right decisions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Financial and material change. Oh yeah, it's going to be changes, all right. Release, yep. Love abounds. Look at this. It looks like a mixture of the 3 of swords, which is heartbreak and sadness. And I almost said third eye. Yeah, it's sadness, but it's also, look at this, heart awakening for the self, choosing yourself. Choosing yourself. When you do that, you're going to be winning. It's all about choosing you, what's good for you. But it again, it may make you feel a little sad because you may have to release the people, places, things, and situations that were more in alignment with those lower energies that you were carrying, right? So it's about releasing. Why do we have all these cards? Let's see if we need all of them. Whoa, this one wants to come in. Okay, I see you. What are you? Victory. And we already have the victory card on here, I told you guys. Somewhere, yeah. So you're going to have a victory with this. Oh. Yeah, in November can be really a time of great learning for you. The more that you start to spend time with yourself, I'm not saying you have to go into full hermit mode, but the more that you spend time with yourself and you recognize the value, the more that you will see whoever or whatever that thing is that you've had to say goodbye to, the more you will see that as a lesson learned, and the less you will see it as a missed opportunity, right? So watch for those nostalgic moments. The nostalgia around somebody sometimes is a dead giveaway that you haven't fully integrated the full value of what it is that you're building for yourself, okay? So you're still seeing it as happy memories. Sometimes we forget the not so good things, and not so good details, and not so good memories, because we keep focusing on the good. It's nostalgia. But the more that you heal, the more you'll realize this was not a missed opportunity with whoever this person or this thing is. It was actually a lesson learned. And you just got to pull yourself into alignment with something else. We see that the advice for this month is to just breathe as you focus on making your steps forward, as you focus on, I guess, healing yourself, right? Yeah, just as you feel like, just when you get to this point where you feel like you can't move, some of you already are at that place now, but you just feel like you can't move, you can't be successful, you can't whatever. Look, here's the, I almost said falcon, yeah. Look at this. This is the assist from Spirit. I don't know if you can see it. It's almost like if you trust in Spirit, it's like, it illuminates and it lifts you up over to the other path, right? So you thought one thing was coming, you thought something was coming to an end, a path forward, but you're just going to be lifted onto where you need to be, right? So don't be afraid to release in the month of November. Then I do see that there are going to be big changes this month. For some of these changes, it's because of what you've been doing for the past few months. Okay, so that's good. Phew. And October too, it's gonna come to pass in this month of November. And I'm seeing a lot of happiness though around this. Look at this. He's like, and he knows that his happiness, going back to this message, comes from his awareness. The more that you start to see the manifestations, the positive manifestations of the things that you've been putting in place, the more you're going to be excited, because you're going to get happy. Now, Spirit is saying that they want me to draw it and alignment to this for two reasons. Number one, see that awareness that they were showing. See how unhappy she looks? It's going to give way to happiness because the awareness is going to build that, oh my God, I made a great choice. And this choice is actually leading me to something great. And the thing that I wanted, I thought it was a loss, but actually now I realize it actually wasn't. It's better this way. We also have the High Priestess. She's coming through with a message saying there's a reason why a lot of things are being hidden from you or have been hidden from you. Look at this release card, coming in as well. And the reason why is because it's too much to explain. God is in the details, right? If we really knew the intricacies involved in the healing work that we're doing, we would throw our hands up and be like, what? It's a lot. They put us in positions to feel certain things so that someone can say a certain thing to us and we could hear a certain thing. And so we could say a certain thing and they could hear it. And it pushes us into a certain way of being. And then what do we do about it? And that's why they say that life, the only thing you really can ever control is your reaction to something. So watch the way you react. Get rid of the knee-jerk reactions. October was a big opportunity for us to look at our knee-jerk reactions. A lot of us were defensive. A lot of us self-sabotaged. A lot of us ran away, right? What were your knee-jerk reactions? You don't want to react, you want to respond, okay? And so in the month of November, they're going to be triggering you, especially around a person or any person or thing or whatever it is that represents an addiction for you. Addictions are going to be highlighted in the month of November. Why? So that you can become aware of it, so that you can acknowledge it, so that you can surrender to spirit, and so that you could start putting one foot in front of the other to create, and staying in the present moment, to create new opportunities for yourself. Of course, it's going to be a little saddening because the people, places, things, and situations that are connected to these shadow energies will no longer be supported, unless, of course, they do their own changing and their own raising of vibration. But you will be called to make a choice this November about what dragon you want to feed. The dragon of your shadows or the dragon of your light side. All right. Yeah, they can't always tell us everything because it's too intricate for us to understand. All right, are there any more? I think that's everything. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Okay, guys, this is what November is gonna be. Decision time, okay? So if you have any questions, or if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or a live energy healing session over a hot beverage, of course, God bless, and that would be via Zoom, please do feel free to reach out. You can find the links to my Etsy page everywhere. But until then, make sure that you check back to my Instagram. My Instagram is at Awakening All You Lightworkers, and YouTube if you'd like, because I do post for most days. I post a daily message, and those messages are channeled messages, okay? So yeah, readings everywhere. What else? And of course, stay tuned for any weekly readings that are posted. I should be posting a weekly reading right on the heels of this one for the first week of November. But last thing I'm going to say is I think it's a really good idea for you to keep checking back to this video throughout the month of November. If you'd like, you can check back in mid-November. And the reason why is because I've personally found it helpful to, consult back to the larger video, because I'm watching just like the next person. I'm channeling, so I don't know what they're going to talk about. But I have found that the reading that they bring through is so on the money for at least my life. God bless. Okay. Anyway, guys, until next time. Bye.